few new products that are coming down the pipeline. I talked about them a little bit on page 25 in your proceedings, and the new active ingredient that's coming is called aminocyclopyrachlor. A little bit of a word, isn't it? So I'm going to say MAT28 a lot. Okay, that's the same thing. All right. So there's 4 products that are going to contain MAT28 in them. The first one being Rejuvra. And Rejuvra is going to be a combination of metsulfuron with the MAT. The next one is called Invora, and that is going to be a combination of MAT and triclopyr or remedy. Okay? Third and fourth ones don't have names yet. Maybe they do, but I haven't been told at this point. Third one is going to be a combination with Telar that you heard about today during the blackberry talk. And the fourth one is going to be a combination with 2,4-D. So it's pretty similar to the Grazenex product that you guys are familiar with for tropical soda apple. All right. So I've worked with the MAT product by itself for the past few years, and in the past couple of years with the premixes I just talked about. I wanted to talk about some of that a little bit before we get into the dogfennel discussion as well. Okay. So MAT by itself, when it first came out, first tried it out in dogfennel, short dogfennel, and it did a really good job. Really good. I was really impressed. As over the years, we looked at that at different growth stages, and the smaller the, obviously the larger the dogfennel gets, a little bit more MAT is needed. But in general, that 2 ounce per acre rate has been pretty effective on dogfennel. With tropical soda apple, you need to be up around 3 to 4 ounces. I'm a little bit more comfortable with that 4 ounce rate. Okay. Other weeds that it looks pretty good on include thistles, goatweed, lantana. Lantana is a good one. Lantana is a weed that we haven't had any good control options before. We have recommended clean wave, but you're looking at some significant money to control lantana with clean wave. So the MAT combination treatments will probably be our go-to herbicides for lantana control. All right. Legumes in general. Perennial peanut is not going to be tolerant to this product at all. But weeds like the coffee weeds, the sesbanias, the crotolarias, any of your legume clovers, stuff like that, are pretty sensitive to this MAT28. Okay, so those products will work for those types of weeds.
Is there residual?
Is there residual? Good answer. Good question. There is residual. It's pretty comparable, at least for soda apple. It's pretty comparable as it is for milestone. We haven't seen any differences between the milestone and the MAT28 as far as residual goes. But for composting and stuff like that, there's going to have the same restrictions because tomatoes are probably going to be very sensitive to this compound. Okay, so just like the milestone product, there's going to be some plant back restrictions with the MAT. Jerry, do you want to say anything else about the residual on that? You good? Okay. Okay. So, are there any questions about the new products that are coming along? I got one more thing about them. Forage tolerance. That's important. Okay, Rejuvra has metsulfuron in it, which is Cimarron or ally. Is that going to be safe to apply to Bahia grass? You can actually hear a pin drop out. All right, so what do we use to suppress Bahia grass in our Bermuda grass hayfields?
2,4-D.
Not 2,4-D. Bermuda grass is tolerant to 2,4-D. Or Bahia grass is tolerant to 2,4-D. Okay, metsulfuron or Cimarron or Ally or Cimarron Plus or something that contains metsulfuron is what you're going to apply to suppress the Bahia grass, right? So if Rejuva contains metsulfuron, you're not going to want to apply it to Bahia grass because you're going to end up with a lot more injury. Okay? And what we've seen in our foliage tolerance plots is that we've actually seen more control of Bahia grass with the Rejuva product than we have with metsulfuron by itself. We don't know if there's some synergism going on there or not, but that's what's going on right now. On Bermuda grass and stargrass and even mulatto all appear to be fairly tolerant to all the premixes. The only forage that is not showing very much tolerance at all is limpo grass. I was really hoping, because if you go out with a low rate of MAT, you can really do some significant damage to dogfennel. I was really hoping that 1 ounce rate would be safe on limpo grass, but it knocked it about 85% injury. So it comes out of it, but it's a long time. Okay, so not a new product for limpo grass, but there is products coming out.